tonal conversations. There is something called communicative conversations, where a good morning can be received differently, and two things can be right and two things can be wrong. Now, if I say that is how I felt, that's how I felt. That's the only way I can say it. I'm not going to go into details to say da 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 da. I felt the way I felt, and he has the right to feel, whatever he felt.
The part two of that question is your reaction to it.
Oh, fantastic!
Because now it's okay. I felt like he gave me green light. Is one thing, but it feels like you were very upset about it so much that it ruined your friendship. So you now came across more than just you being upset, or sorry, you came across more than you being sort of confused about the situation and more about you being upset, and people even have interpreted it as jealousy, like he's moved on and now this one is jealous.
I don't think, she's here. I don't think we after we had that argument, let's be honest, I don't think we hated each other in the house.
We'll get to him.
We did not. I don't think so. So I'm just trying to correct that notion. We didn't hate each other in the house. We would vibe at the Saturday party still. He would tell me, Doris, let me fry egg now. We did not hate each other in the house. Going back to what you said about visceral, that's me calling him a P-word wasn't about the situation. It was about Jason. I just want to clarify that. It wasn't about him or Diddy. It was about him and Jason, which, by the way, I encourage them to have a conversation and sort it out.
Kola, you have a few opinions about this because she was one of your first friends in the house.
I would say that from the first week, we were getting to know each other, right? Getting to acclimatize with each other, get to know where we come from, and all of that. Funny enough, what I had with Imisiolua was what, the friendship I had with her was what I actually clamored for with Doris too as well. But to be honest, Doris maligned me incessantly. And I would not sit down here and act like I care I couldn't care less. So it's a non-factor at this point.
Yes, she maligned you, what do you mean?
Pardon?
What do you mean she maligned you?
When I mean malign, like constantly speaking in a very terrible way about me. Throughout the show, till after the show.
So that's the person who called me an allergist food.
Well, you're an allergist food then, just saying, it's just I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is that I didn't say you're an allergist food. I said that those are kind of type of people that will go for you. But let's just leave it there because it's a non-factor, and I'll keep it there.
Yes, it is a non-factor.
All right, so Big Brother Naija season 10 went underway on Monday evening, exactly at 7 p.m. I'm sure you watched it. But for those who did not watch, I just want to bring you a rundown of what really happened between some housemates. But in this particular video, I'm just going to talk about two people, Kola and Doris. Okay, so these two had an explosive showdown on the night, and their banters or their confrontation or the episode was one of the most or largely talked about in the entire edition 4 or that episode. Now, and BBNaija TV. So now shout outs to BBNaija TV for putting this together, because after watching it, they summarized everything, and so I just want to give you heads up based off from the precept by precept, line by line, activities or the things that really happened when it regards to Kola and Doris. So the Big Brother Naija season 10 reunion delivered another unforgettable moment as former housemates Doris and Kola went head to head in a fiery confrontation that quickly became one of the night's biggest talking points. What started as a conversation about unresolved feelings soon escalated into a heated exchange filled with accusations, savage comebacks, and plenty of social media reactions. And Doris accused Kola of leading her on, and so that is what happened. Doris accused Kola of leading her on, which Kola vehemently denied. Now, during the reunion, Doris confronted Kola over what she claimed was mixed signals after day 42 of the competition. According to her, Kola's actions made her believe there was genuine interest between them, only for him to distance himself later. Doris maintained that Kola's behavior was misleading and suggested that he gave her hope while never intending to pursue anything serious. Now, this is Kola's fiery, savage response. Kola wasted no time defending himself, firmly denying every allegation. Instead, he turned the tables on Doris, accusing her of speaking negatively about him behind his back and attempting to rewrite history. The reunion reached another level when Kola delivered a series of brutal one-liners that instantly went viral online. One of the most talked about comments that came up on social media was when he referred to Doris as Alaji's food, a remark that sent the reunion set into stunned silence before social media erupted with reactions. And he followed it up with another cutting statement claiming that the house got livelier after her exit. And that is what really took a lot of people aback, that the house got livelier after exit, leaving viewers shocked by his unapologetic delivery. Now, fans are rallying behind Kola. Why are they rallying behind Kola? As clips from the reunion spread across social media platforms, many viewers sided with Kola, arguing that he remained calm while standing his ground against Doris' accusations. Several fans praised his confidence and quick wit, calling his response iconic and one of the best clapbacks of the reunion. However, not everyone was impressed. Some viewers felt Kola's comments crossed the line and criticized what is described as a holier-than-thou attitude, arguing that his confidence sometimes comes across as arrogance. Others believe both housemates shared responsibility for the misunderstanding and the confrontation could have been handled with so much more maturity. So they are saying that he also shows certain arrogance. No, if you watch the show, like they said, he was very measured, he was calm and collected, he didn't raise his voice and all that. It was Doris who was trying to be condescending, who was trying to be arrogant in his speech. Yes, in the delivery you should watch. Doris was rather the more arrogant type during their banter. For Kola was just saying the fact. Kola was just saying his truth, that the show became more livelier, the house became more merrier after the departure or the exit of Doris. And he described Doris as a allergy food or an allergy favorite, an allergy meat, which according to him is the obvious. And it is for you to also either confirm what Kola is saying, that indeed Doris is an allergy food. So you see, according to Kola, Doris is not his type, and that personality that he has, including the body and the type he has, is for allergies. So she should go and find her allergy, and that is what Kola was trying to say. And so people liked his clap back and all that, but Doris was trying to impose something on Kola. Doris was trying to, like I said, was quite condescending, was trying to belittle Kola, and in the presence of Missy and others, and Kola will not allow that to happen.
I would say that from the first week, we're getting to know each other, right? Getting to acclimatize with each other, get to know where we come from, and all of that. Funny enough, what I had with Imisiolua was what, the friendship I had with her was what I actually clamored for with Doris too as well. But to be honest, Doris maligned me incessantly. And I would not sit down here and act like I care I couldn't care less. So it's a non-factor at this point.
Yes,
She maligned you, what do you mean?
Pardon?
What do you mean she maligned you?
When I mean malign, like constantly speaking in a very terrible way about me. Throughout the show, till after the show.
So that's the person who called me an allergist food.
Well, you're an allergist food then, but just saying, it's just I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is that I didn't say you're an allergist food. I said that those are the kind of type of people that will go for you. But let's just leave it there, because it's a non-factor, and I'll keep it there.
Yes, it is a non-factor.
Kola will not give in to that. That is for sure. That is the reason why Kola went a bit savage in his response, describing Doris as an allergies bit. Yes, so these and many other things unfolded in the reunion. But I'll be bringing you more of this in subsequent videos. So I would urge you, okay, if you've watched this video to this point, please do subscribe, turn on all notifications, give my video a thumbs up, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you again in the next one.